How about now? Oh, man. It's been 20 live streams I've done and I haven't done that yet. Can you hear me now? It's because my settings that I have for recording are different than the ones I use for streaming. And of course I forgot to change it. So, what was I saying? This is the sixth part of the NASCAR Racing 1 stream where I'm racing through the full NASCAR season. And should be good. This is an interesting stint. Salaryman, if you're ready for cars to turn left, just wait, because the next sequence of races is not all left turns, and I think it's a pretty interesting stint. So for everybody to remember, here's our driver, Axel Richardson Jr., aka Bubbles, and we've been racing through the full 1994 season. So we'll take a look at the championship, how that's gone so far. Continue. I'm like deathly afraid I'm going to hit new or delete there. But here we are. So we're over halfway. We're up to round 18, and as you can see, Talladega is where we're going to, and it's the second race at Talladega. If we look back a little ways, we raced at Talladega in May of the virtual season here, and I finished fifth. And I actually went back and just took a quick watch through that video, or that stream, that race, just to see how I did, because I remember we got away from the start and then I really just wasn't able to catch back up. So I think I'm going to try to play around with the gearing here a little bit to see if I can get a really good start and stay up front. But go back out of this. So come back down to where we are. So we're going to race Talladega. We're going to race Talladega. We're going to go to Indianapolis for the inaugural Brickyard 400, and we're going to go Watkins Glen. And I'm certain Watkins Glen is the craziest track in this entire game. I think previously I was talking about Darlington being a wild one, but I did a couple practice laps around Watkins Glen just to make sure I remembered how it went in NASCAR 1, and my God, it's a weird track. So if we survive all that too, I'm not planning on necessarily just stopping there. But we'll see how long it takes, and maybe we'll continue onwards. Oh, AJ, thank you so much. Have some money. I won't argue with that. But all right, so we got to get through Talladega, Indianapolis, and then see if I can survive Watkins Glen. If we take a look, these are the season standings so far. So I'm down in 19th position. Things have not gone super well. I was awful. I don't know what I'd say. I was excited last time around because I thought I was going to do a little bit better than I did, but didn't really improve at all. So we're fighting Dave Marcus, Ted Musgrave down here in 19th. But it could be worse. I am ahead of a couple drivers who have also raced in all of the races. If we look up at the top of the championship, though, things are really close, and it's fun watching this championship unfold. So the top six, or I guess no, top seven are all within 100 points of each other. And if you remember the NASCAR point system from the 90s, you absolutely can make 100 points up like that. So I think first place pays 185. So really, I would say even the top eight are probably still in the championship run. So Harry Gant, Handsome Harry, is leading the way still. No, so I was talking about this last stream. I'm not using the G27 anymore. I've got a Fanatec CSL Elite, and hopefully everything still works with DOS. I did do the last stream with this one, but all right. So it should be interesting here to see how the championship plays out, even if I'm not necessarily part of it. But I would love to get onto the first page of results. So if I can get in the top 15, that would be pretty cool. All we really need is a few good finishes, and I know some of the short tracks are going to come up in a little bit, which I think will go quite well. All right, so Talladega. Let me pause the music here. Talladega. So if you remember last time, this is the crazy version of Talladega with the big kink in the front straightaway, and I'm going to load my. I guess I never saved my setup from last time. Ew. Well, we'll load the Ace setup and see what that feels like. And yeah, I was using the G27 for a kart precision racing video I did this week. I tried to get the Fanatec working, but there's like no options in kart precision racing to map, anything to a different wheel, so it just kind of accepts whatever your default joystick is. So I had to go back to the G27 with the combined pedals and all that. But we'll see here. So I want to play around with the gearing a little bit. I went up to 3.5 for my fourth gear ratio last time, and I was doing that because I thought we might be revving too high, but I kind of want to try to get everything out of this that I possibly can. And so I'm going to see if I can make first a little taller, and then what do I want to do here? Whoop. And then second, I want to see if I can narrow these up a little bit. Maybe even taller on first. You really don't need first to be short, because we're going to be going fast. Second, go a little taller on this. See what this feels like coming out of the pits. I just want it to accelerate like really fast. We'll see what that does for some gear ratios. But we'll go out for practice, and let me know how the audio is, because I did not get a chance to check this out before the stream. Probably lower it a little bit, I think. The NASCAR one's engine sounds are so loud. All right, come around the curvy pit lane. All right, come out of the pits here. Yeah, when I checked out Car Precision Racing, suddenly I was like all about IndyCar again. And so I've been playing some IndyCar 2 this week, and I think what I want to do here is try to get through the rest of this season, not today, but pretty quick. And then I would like to maybe do some IndyCar 2, but I'd be interested in what people think of that. It is bright and sunny here in Boston today, but it's about 8 degrees out Fahrenheit, so it's very, very cold. It's colder than it usually would be in Boston. All right, so not sure why I made fourth gear taller last time around, because it's not peaking. It must be in the draft, so we'll have to see. But we'll come up to the kink. Just gotta get the line right, make sure I don't scrub into the wall. It's so crazy. The track is that bad. Yeah, I'm absolutely radiant today. Don't worry, in about 30 minutes, I'll probably be dark again with the sun dipping behind. All right, and I get run out to the wall there. Ken Schrader in the 25. Yeah, I mean, we're right up on the top of the rev range, but I don't really want to sacrifice any engine. It's a short race, it's going to be like 18 laps around here. Michael, I have seen ABC Sports IndyCar. I never really played it when it was a newer thing for some reason, even though I think I could have. But yeah, it'd be fun to take a look. I don't just want to feature, well, not that I know that ABC's a bad game, but I want to keep the mix of good and bad games on my YouTube here pretty split. I don't want to just start playing all bad games all the time. I'll have to see how ABC is. All right, come up behind Jimmy Spencer here. So practice doesn't tell you anything. It's all about how well I can draft and pass cars. I feel like I could even go a notch shorter on fourth gear. Oh, we're gonna run into the wall. Man. See, you get the line slightly wrong and understeer into the wall like that. Well, let's see what going a notch shorter in fourth gear. So already death within the first couple practice laps. All right, we'll come out of the pits. I also want to see what the acceleration's like. So I think the pace lap is going to be at about like 70 miles an hour, right? Yeah, wheel damage is no good. So I think the pace lap will be at about 70 miles an hour. So if I come out of the pits here, so we'll be going about this fast. So I can actually start in first gear really try to crank the engine out of it. Bogged down a little bit in second. Got the gauges blinking. That doesn't feel bad acceleration-wise for getting going, but yeah, the tri-oval is all messed up around here. It's not that it's even a lane too narrow. It's just too tight. They I think what happened is they made the corners coming out of turn 4 here, it's too tight. So the corner should straighten out, or I guess, yeah, it should continue. It lets us out too early onto this little straightaway here, so they had to make this corner extremely tight to be able to get through. Coming through the corners though. I've never played Hooters Pro Cup Racing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, so I think going a little shorter on 4th gear is not a good idea because my oil pressure is blinking now. So we might have to settle for that 3.6 ratio. I mean, I don't know how many laps it would take to blow the engine. Only got to do 18 laps, but I don't know. See if I can catch these 2 cars ahead. That'd be a good indication of the speed. I also got to check to make sure the spoiler is completely flat and that the front air dam is all the way to the ground. Got some of the F keys now mapped to my wheel as well. Oh, I thought I did. Alright, we'll have to check. I was wondering what happened. I just changed the, oh, we're gonna die. Oh my god. I just changed the calibration of my, my Fanatec here. What is going on? This is what you get when you get a new wheel. Alright, so I gotta go back to 4th being 1 tick taller. I'm gonna see if I can even get more out of yeah, I'm gonna ruin that whole wheel. 3rd, no, we'll go to 4. 2nd, go to 6, and 1st. I'll actually make this a bit taller because I was like right at the peak of it. So let's see what this does. It's gonna be pretty wild. Be really slow out of the pits, but we don't need to pit. So ooh, I'm gonna hit Rick Mass there coming out of the pits. Yeah, I know you can tip the screen. I mean, I like it. I don't necessarily like the wheel to have a lot of electronics. Alright, let's see what this accelerates like now. So we'll get to 70. So we can absolutely do a little bit more in 1st now. So we hammer it and really get it up into the revs. Yeah, Michael, did you like that? I've been having a lot of fun playing with the wheel settings. Alright, 3rd is really too tall, so we'll have to shorten 3rd up a little bit. Been having fun playing with the wheel settings though, so if you go on my Twitter in IndyCar 2, I figured out how to get the boost knob to calibrate with the wheel I have here on the wheel. Yeah, so the space between 3rd and 4th is not big enough, and but I can shorten 3rd gear a little bit, and I think things will be pretty good gear-wise. And I don't know what else to test around here. It's just gonna be how it is, I guess. I think last time I qualified on the pole. Last time we were out at Talladega here. So hopefully can do the same thing and then get a better start and just lead the pack to victory. That would be the ultimate goal. And fourth gear might be kind of high, but alone, it's totally fine. All right, come on the high side here of Rudd. Whoa. Coming up behind my nemesis, Rusty Wallace. We've had run-ins with Rusty at a couple of the races this season. I think it was 1993, right, that he went for his big flip at Talladega, right at the start-finish straight. Andrew, the banking might be 45 degrees here in this game. So there's like a major disparity in the accuracy of tracks. The original, I think 6 or 8 tracks, I think it's 6 tracks that the game shipped with are really all over the place. So we'll see when we go to Watkins Glen, it's like, I don't know, they clearly just watched a couple videos and then made the course. And so Talladega is one of the original tracks for the game. Darlington is one. So all the tracks that are really, really weird are part of the original game. The track pack that came out, the quality is just like so much better on all those circuits. So, you know, when we go to, I think Mich-again might have been an original track, but when we go, I don't know, to Pocono or some of those other ones, the tracks are a lot more accurate because they just got better at doing it, I think. Alright, but yeah, the car feels pretty quick here, so it's just going to be a matter of getting a good start and everything. See if I can make a good pass on the low side coming into the kink. Yeah, one wheel under the apron, there we go. And a 91.56, so I don't know where that'll put us, but things feel pretty good other than the gears. Just want to shorten, we'll go back to 420 for the gears. And then I'll save this. Let me just check spoilers and everything. So rear spoiler should be, yeah, all the way down, 40 degrees. Front air dam should be, ooh. Is there any reason why we wouldn't want that to be all the way down? I feel like we would, right? We'll do that for qualifying. If it's too slow, we'll change it back. But all right, let me save this. Why wouldn't the front air dam be all the way down? Doesn't make sense. All right, so we'll go do some qualifying. Talladega, like the super speedway races at the time, we've got 2 laps of qualifying. Yeah, Taka. Oh, it's insane. Ted Meat, I don't think he's here, but earlier this week he did a 100% distance race at Atlanta. And he almost got to the end. The race actually finished, but I think with about 20 laps to go, he had like a crazy accident. But that's insane. It was like 300-something laps around Atlanta, and NASCAR won. I promise you will never see me doing something like that. But he was very good at it. It's actually fun to do the longer races. It's just NASCAR 1 is tricky, man. I think if I was doing this for myself offline, I might do 25% distance races, but I might actually need to come back up a little bit more on third gear. It still was a little bogged down there. Yeah, I'm very impressed that he got pretty much to the end of the race, but it's just a lot of like weird AI stuff that can happen mid-race in this game. Well, Fish Flake, the difference with doing the Indy 500 is that's in IndyCar like a 2.5 hour race, whereas in a Cup car around Atlanta for 328 laps, that's about a 4-hour race, which I've done in other sims. I think, I don't know. Major respect is all I have to say to Ted for that. All right, so we'll come to the tri-oval. Come across the line. I think we'll get the green flag this time. Just try to keep it as smooth as possible. flat out here. Oh, we're a little too high. Try to fix that on the second lap. Hitting 190, 191. All right, coming to the third corner. Try to get a little lower. On my second lap, I'm going to try to hug that white line on the low side, but you also don't want to scrub speed off, so. Luckily for Ted, he's only doing the original track, so he won't have to do the Coca-Cola 600, but there'll be some other crazy ones in there. Come across the line. All right, first place so far. Or no, first lap, P39. What's going on? All right, I need to test that front air dam to see if my top speed is lower. That would be real bad to start at the back. (192, 193). I mean, even doing the full 500 around here in NASCAR 1 would be quite a crazy feat in itself. Done 100% races on NASCAR 2003, but thank you, Salary Man. Oh, I shouldn't be looking at the chat while I'm driving. Yes, may God protect me from the pace car this time. All right, come around the line. Here we go. P15. That was not. Oh, that's not as good as I was hoping. That's pretty far back. So I'm wondering if the front air dam is a bad decision there. So luckily we do get a warm up, which I've not used at all this season, but I got to check this. What am I doing? If anybody doesn't remember, I ran into the pace car. The pace car ran into me at Dover and really ruined things. All right, so I'm going to test the front air dam. I mean, I guess the reason you wouldn't want it as low as possible is if it's scraping the ground, right? So we'll go out and do like a couple laps at 3.5, see how fast the car is. Come in, change it, see how fast the car is, and then we'll determine the faster position. Ooh. Make a little contact there, of course. They put the pit stalls too close together. All right, we have to also see how third gear is now. Yeah, the gearing is much better now. So to me, that feels about as optimal as it could be. All right, so we'll come by next time by on the back straightaway and see how fast I get to. Just try to keep the speed. I want to do it out of the draft too, just so I get a nice read on the top speed here. As long as I'm not touching the ground, the lower air dam should be better, but you don't know until you try it. So coming across the line at 187. We'll come through turns 1 and 2. This car's coming out of the pit, shouldn't interfere with us. Whoa, come onto the back straightaway. All right, 185, 187, 188, 189. 190, 91, 92. All right, 193 as we pass the 65 ball there. All right, so we'll do one more change just to see. So we'll put this back up to 4.5 where it was and see what that gets us for top speeds. It's this type of testing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they probably did low fuel for testing or for qualifying, but that shouldn't really make much of a difference at Talladega other than accelerating. But All right, come out of the pits. So, looking to see if we're higher or lower than 193 on the second time by the back straightaway. Just wait till that oil pressure light blinks. For my shift. It's almost like the shift light. Basically means I'm going to blow up the car, but as long as I don't keep it there for too long, it should be fine. So what were we? 187 last time by the front straightaway, or the start-finish line, so we can see what I am this time. Come through the kink here. Oh, just hold your breath. Ooh, I think I was a mile an hour quicker. I'm not sure why putting the front air dam higher would make the car quicker, but if it does, I'll take it. All right, onto the back straightaway. 187, 188, 189. 91, 92. Yeah, it's definitely quicker. Man, who knew? Well, I guess we'll keep it there then. So that might be why I didn't qualify on the pole this time. All right, so what do we say? What do we say? We can go for a race at Talladega. Should be fine with 21 gallons. 18 laps. Finished in, what, 5th last time I was here. So we'll see if I can get any better. This would be a great race to do real well in. Should be one of those that also can go caution-free unless something crazy happens. So let's see how we do it. The Talladega 500. Actually, what was this race? Let's just look real quick. So Talladega was round 18, the 94 season. This was the die-hard 500. Gotta love it. And Jimmy Spencer won. What? Awesome. Jimmy Spencer won from Bill Elliott and Ernie Irvan. Rusty Wallace finished in last in the real-life race, so not bad. All right, so let's do the race. So, good thing we're on the low side. We'll take a look at the grid a little bit here. So Jeff Gordon, Ken Schrader up top, Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin, Ernie Irvan, Terry Labonte, Jeff Bodine, championship leader, Harry Ganton, 8th. Morgan Shepherd, Joe Nemechek, Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace, Brett Bodine, almost called him Bob, Bobby Bodine, Brett Bodine, and Michael Waltrip, and then myself. So, should be interesting to see. Yeah, I guess I didn't know. I mean, I knew Jimmy Spencer won a few races. Jimmy Spencer was big from my area. Thanks, Carl. So I guess raising the air dam reduces drag. It must get rid of downforce then. So I guess that makes sense. But I always thought you'd want to have the front of the car like as low to the ground as possible. But who knows if the physics are perfect in in this. All right, so I'm going to turn off the standings just to start. I'm going to get my shift points correct. The big thing is going to be watching the start here. Remember that the pace car. Ooh, I over-revved the engine. We'll start in second gear. So we're going 90, so my whole theory of the starting speed was wrong. Should have known. But the whole thing is the pace car is going to pull off, and it's going to be like instant green, so I just got to wait for that, try to get a good run. I just don't want to lose the pack at all. I got passed left and right last time. All right, we come to the line. Green flag. Right on the back of Brett Bodine. Push him a little bit, bump drafting into the tri-oval. Shift up to third. Okay, that wasn't a bad start, but won't really take the apron. Ooh, oh no. I spun him out. Is that going to cause a caution? Maybe not. Maybe we'll just get away with that. Sometimes, no, a caution. Well, we got to race back to the line regardless. So I'm losing a bit on Spencer here. Man, I really, Brett Bodine won't be happy about that one. I wonder if I caused any carnage out back too with that spin. We'll come into third corner though. Oh, that's too bad, but I didn't get a great start again. I don't know what's going on. All right, we'll come to the line. Yeah, car seems down on top speed. Ugh. All right, we got to repair it. Not going to restart the race because that would be cheating. All right, we do got to repair the car though. Damn, off to a bad start here. Yeah, I was so wrong about the about the pace lap speed being 70. It's 90, of course. All right, come to the end of the back straightaway. Everyone slams on the brakes. So we're gonna lose basically all the track position. This isn't good. I have to repair the car, change our tires. Why not? But we're gonna be at the back, and hopefully the car isn't extremely damaged. But we'll have to see. Have to see. Of course, always something here. I'm coming to the pits though. Gonna slow down a bit so I don't get a speeding penalty. It'd be even worse. All right, fix her up, boys. Yeah, I can't imagine the damage is going to be that awful. But I was down a few miles an hour, so when there comes Bodine, ooh, the rear end doesn't look good. Do we want to take a quick look at that? Let's go back. Oh, I got a little bit of a crumple front end there. Man, I didn't even hit him that hard. I was trying to get that start with the bump draft. All right, so here we came to the green flag. I'm going to blame him for slowing down there. Oh, yeah, I did whack him. What happened to him? Hold on. He went sliding. All right, Brett Bodine. He slowed down a bit. I should have just went under him, but smacked him. He almost gets sideswiped, but he does spin to the inside. So luckily, he was the only car involved. Yeah, he did check up. I should know better, but we'll see. I shouldn't go a lap down or anything, so we'll be right at the back. Hopefully, not too bad. Just wait for those old repairs. There we go. Hey, NASCAR, it's not about cheating, but it's about, it was always about getting around the rules in whatever way you could. All right, well, exit the pits. I don't even know where the pit ends. I'll just, I guess, come across the line here. Hopefully didn't speed or anything. All right, so what are we going to be on? 3 of 18. So we'll go green. It didn't say one more lap this time, so we got at least one more lap of caution. So it's going to shorten the race a bit. I hope my top speed isn't horrifically slow. Yeah, exploiting the gray areas. There you go. So I'm over 180 in the drafts. It should be okay. 187 on the first lap down the back straightaway. I think it'll be okay. But we're all the way back in 38th, so it's gonna be a long one. I'm not sure tape is a setting in NASCAR 1. So 1 lap till green. So we'll come through the kink here. So I just need a good start. Hopefully nobody checks up again and the pack stays somewhat together so I can kind of draft from car to car, work my way up to the front, but we'll see. Well, I got Brett Bodine right behind me now. Down to second gear. So first gear, way too tall to do the start with. or way too short rather. Blow the engine, so. Yeah, tape, I think they added tape as a setting in NASCAR 2. But the garage setup options for NASCAR 1 are pretty basic. I'm doing 100 here. Everybody checks up a bit, so it's going to go green like any second. Oh, I can start in first, maybe. No, not going to work. So, I got to try to figure out a way not to get caught in the checkup. Oh, coming on the low side. Can I pass before the start-finish line? Hopefully. Oh, try to take a real aggressive line there. Come over the line. All right, so we're back at it. We're in fourth gear. These are going to be a little slow. See if I can tuck in the draft. .177's not good, but I think I'm just getting bogged down in the corner. Here we go. The back straightaway. Let the horses out. Here we come. Oh, these three up front. We're going to go for it. Pedal to the metal. Yeah, we got the top speed, thankfully. The team was able to repair the car well. All right, let's make a couple passes there. Steve Grissom on the high side. A little bit of a cheater start there. Oh, 3 wide coming into the kink. My God. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Able to hold him on the low side. That was so scary. I had full lock in the wheel. I thought I was gonna go straight into the outside wall. Sometimes you gotta take some chances though. All right, come on to the back straightaway. Got another group of cars right in front of me. Up to 29th now. Not bad. Doing some crazy moves. Luckily that one worked out for once. Come out of the fourth corner. It's pack in front of me. Ooh, we're gonna go 3 wide again. I would really love to not be 3 wide or even 2 wide, honestly, through the kink. We'll breathe the throttle a little bit. Just not feeling like I'll get away with that 2 laps in a row. All right, 12 laps to go, up to P25 now. There's Bobby Hamilton. We'll get on the low side of him. So making up lots of positions, but I'm worried in front of this little group. I've got a huge gap to the cars ahead. But just flying past them. The car's pretty quick, honestly, which is good. It's different than normal. Yeah, the big gap is going to be the issue because I'm not going to have anybody to draft with. Oh, make it around the low side there. Hopefully I'm not too far behind Jeff Burton. All right. Yeah, catching him. Definitely pulling him in. So we'll just get through the kink here, take the good line. There we go. So right at the top of the rev range, hopefully not going to blow the engine or anything. Yeah, I guess I'm back up to where I was at the start of the race. So recovered from the mistake, but I really should easily be able to get a top 10 here. All right, we're going to come down the back straightaway in the draft. On the low side, maybe I can squeak it in before the corner. Come on, Jeff, leave me some room. Oh, my God. Able to make it. You're so worried the car's just going to come down into me because they don't know I'm there or something. All right, come up to Jimmy Spencer, heading towards the kink. Can I do it here, too? Oh, why do I always catch him right before the corner? There we go. Making the pass flat out, too. 10 laps to go. Catch up to Jeff Purvis here. Then I see Michael Waltrip and then nobody, so that's not a good thing. Oh, I see a car way up there. So I could really use a caution, honestly. Sneak it underneath Purvis. All right, dip it back in the draft for Waltrip. And where is the rest of the pack? Why is this part of the pack so much slower? All right, catching on Michael Waltrip. Why do I always catch the cars right here? Coming to the kink on the low side. Making the pass, though. And I think Sterling Marlin's in front, but he's like half a straightaway ahead. All right, straighten things out. So, that was a lot of cars to pass, and I've recovered, but I know if I had not made that mistake on the start, I would be up front there. Definitely quick enough, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to bridge this gap up to Sterling Marlin. I think I pulled in slightly. We'll come across the line and see what the gap is. So I lost to the leaders. I'm 2.8 seconds behind Marlin. He's got one car. He's drafting with Joe Nemechek. So we'll just have to see what it is next lap around. This isn't that unrealistic for a 90s plate race. Early 90s. Was I 1 second faster? Okay, that's good. I would love to a top 10. Recovering from a first lap crash to a top 10 would be pretty good. Get another number in that column in the championship. Yeah, plate races up until about 1998 were more strung out. I don't know if they changed something in 1998, but I feel like around that time they started to become the big pack that we we associate with it. Oh, I didn't look at what the time was that time, so feels like I'm not quite pulling up on him. I'm so slow through the turns. The car just really bogs down. Yeah, the races certainly got closer together with the restrictor plates coming in 1988, and the cars raced more similar to now. Prior to that, it was really like a totally different thing, but it wasn't until the late 90s that things got really packed up. Come through the kink there, 190. Just trying to keep my input smooth. 3.3, oh no, we're losing time now. Yeah, I just don't think a solo car like this, I'm trying, but we lose so much speed. I'm barely turning the wheel too. It's just sinking it into the corner. Wonder if I can keep a higher line and keep a higher top speed. I can try that. Just the banking is so steep. Alright, come through the kink here. Alright, 5 laps to go. 3.9. I only lost 0.1 second. I'm going to try to keep it a lane up this time. Certainly can't hurt. 189, 188, 76. Oh, so I'm a mile an hour, maybe quicker. I don't know. Yeah, where are the cars behind me? I left them in the dust, but that's one thing that's nicer in the later NASCAR sims with the, like 2003. You can use the AI cars to your advantage to make up gaps. Sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like racing a lineup does much. Come through the kink though. Still need to make sure I do the kink right because it's so easy to crash there. Alright, 4 laps to go. 4 more laps of flat out nothing. Well, it could have went better. It always feels like it could have gone better. I think it shows that, like, even though I'm racing against AI, I feel like if I really did everything perfect in a race, I could win a lot of these races, and so it's quite fun. It's something that you could work on, over and over again. I think some people that criticize AI racing are not used to it being, I guess, so consistent that you can actually battle with them. A lot of the newer games AI are quite easy to beat, so gets boring quick. I don't blame people for that. Yeah, audio jack. Going higher is longer around, and I'm just enough faster. It's probably the same speed. In the end, looks like that front pack's actually tightened up a bit because Sterling Marlin's only 6.4 seconds off the leader. All right, we'll come around. There's just a couple laps left now. Come out of the crazy high banking. Oh, a little low here on the track to cut the wheel a little bit. Come across the line, 2 laps to go. But after this, we're going to head to Indianapolis, which in 1994 was a big deal for NASCAR. It's the first Brickyard 400, and it had all of the hype in the world. It was the most hyped race. I was quite young at the time, but I even remember everybody being so excited that NASCAR was going to race at the Indianapolis Speedway. Alright, we'll come through. Last lap now. Of course, this sim did not come with Indianapolis, but I've got it. I've got it in the sim, modded it in. Ooh, a little low there coming into turn 3. Andrew, so lonely. I know, it is quite lonely, but P13, better after that initial wreck. I think I could have easily gotten a top 10 if I hadn't wrecked on the first lap, but coming out of the final corner, almost hitting the wall. Come across the line, though. I think it's a good recovery overall, so always can do better. I feel like it's always like, if I just didn't do this, but I guess I need to be maybe a bit more conservative right at the start of the race. All right. I'll just let everybody finish, though. I've definitely done worse in other races, so there's the sad crew pushing my car to the pits. Oh, man. All right. So we'll take a look at the results from Talladega. So I got a P13 finish. P13 behind Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, Joe Nemechek, Ernie Irvan, Harry Gant. Harry Gant finished in 8th. That's going to shake up the points a bit. 40 points less than Jeff Gordon. So Jeff Gordon won from Jeff Bodine, Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace finishing top 5. Ken Schrader, Morgan Shepherd, and then Harry Gant. So I'm interested to see how the championship is. Take a look at the bottom to see if anything crazy happened. Brett Bodine able to recover a few positions after I spun him out. Todd Bodine behind him. So could have been a better race, of course, but that's how it goes. So up to 18th in the championship. So I'm ahead of Ted Musgrave now. So just one position at a time. That's all I need. But up to 18th. If we look towards the top, what do we got? Harry Gant falls down. Jeff Gordon now in the lead by about 23 points ahead of, or 23 points from Harry Gant, but ahead of Jeff Bodine, Harry Gant, Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt, so it's still close as ever up top. Still close as ever. All right, next race. So, Indianapolis, the Brickyard 400. It was the first Brickyard 400, and like I was just saying, it was a big deal back in the day. And we have the Brickyard track. So this is converted from IndyCar Racing 1, which it was an official track for IndyCar 1, and that would have come out a couple years prior to this NASCAR game. So I think it actually fits the aesthetic well. It's maybe slightly more simplistic than the NASCAR tracks were, but it's around the same quality, so it's not a bad fit for this. Oh, Andrew, thank you. Purse money. It can be the Fanatic Rim Fund. Oh, I know. That's like the biggest thing with, thank you so much for that, by the way. But that's the biggest thing with this wheel is like now I can buy new rims for it. And this, the one I started with here is the like 1960s to 1980s, Formula One style rim. And so this is good for most of the stuff I do. I think it fits anything from the 60s Grand Prix cars to like the Indy cars or the kart cars that I like to race. Doesn't really fit NASCAR. And so I think I definitely need like one bigger rim for like 50s Grand Prix and NASCAR and stuff like that. But I don't know. I could probably buy 10 different rims or something. But thank you so much for that. I will definitely put it to good use. Okay, so I just want to actually real quick before we do that, I just want to set a couple control keys. Whoop. So give me 1 second here. I thought I had set this, but I think I was doing it in IndyCar. Oh, weird. Hold on, what's going on? I can set some of these buttons to do things, and I want them to do things so that I don't have to click the keyboard. All right, let's see how this works. Luckily, I've figured out that the DOSBox ECE edition, maybe regular DOSBox too, but that has a kind of like a joy to key type key mapper built in, which is awesome. There we go. All right, bring you back to the sim. Sorry about that. Let's see if this works. So let me load a setup real quick. We'll go with Ace. I tried the Indy setup, but it was really odd. All right, let me see if this works. There we go. I can click this on and off on the wheel, so I got a few different settings I can look at, tire temps and all that. So we'll go out and do some laps. Now, DOSBox ECE is great. The biggest enhancement for this type of stuff is the fact that the joystick calibration lets you have much more granular control. I think if you just use regular DOSBox, it tries to make any joystick into like 150 points of calibration. But with the ECE edition, it's got like 600, so it's just much more fine control. Gets rid of some of that dead zone. So this is Indy. It's pretty accurate. It's not too bad. And remember, this track, when it came out for IndyCar 1, it would have been of it was its own expansion set, and you got this track and the paint kit program for IndyCar 1 as a little bundle. And I think you actually had to call the Indianapolis Motor Speedway museum shop to order it. I think that was the place that sold the game. Been trying to find a boxed copy of that expansion set on eBay or something. I think it would be really cool to look through, but there's not many of them out there. So, but this track was then converted to NASCAR. It's a pretty good conversion too. All right, but Indy is a hard track for stock cars, and it's no different in NASCAR 1. High-speed flat tracks are not necessarily NASCAR's forte, but we'll see how I do here. The AI seem a little wonky here and there. Yeah, you can tell that Papyrus spent a bit more time on this track for IndyCar because it was a big deal that it came out for IndyCar 1. And it was the only time up until the later NASCAR games that Papyrus ever did Indianapolis. There were at least 3 NASCAR, 1 and 2 and everything. Alright, we'll come into the third turn here. So, got to do a couple things in this practice session. Got to see how quick I am compared to the AI, of course. Got to check out my tire temps and all that after I do a few laps here. Make sure I'm not going to blow anything up. Hopefully, I think I'll be quick enough not to be, way off the pace, but I don't know how quick I'll be if I'm up front or not. And we'll see if we're burning up the tires or anything like that. The car feels all right, though. Just tough to say if I'm quick. Whoop. All right, we'll catch up to Mikey here. Slide a bit wide. Easy to slide up and smack the wall. Just like real life, honestly. This track was clearly difficult for the NASCAR drivers at the time as well. Yeah, I think I saw it earlier in the chat. Something like 70 NASCARs tried to qualify for this race, which is absolutely crazy. And some pretty wild rides, were in it. Ooh, almost running into the wall, and these two in front. Dale Earnhardt's a little slow. Just getting backed up into Mikey here. See if I can slide below him. Well, that's interesting. Michael Waltrip and myself much quicker than Rusty Wallace and Dale Earnhardt. If you want a good watch at some point, I recommend watching the 1994 Brickyard 400. It's just so much hype. And seeing the full grandstands as well for a race at Indy is always impressive. Side by side with Mikey here, so he's quick. It's abnormally quick, I would say, at least in practice. It was kind of a slow lap, but I had to pass cars. Oh, on the low side there. Side by side at Indy is not fun. Alright, losing a little time there. I wonder if my tires are overheating. Oh, smacking the wall. Yeah. Right front, right rear, both a little too hot. So we'll have to change the tire pressures a little bit, increase those on the right side. Maybe decrease the left slightly, although the left rear is almost perfect, so might leave that as it is. Oh, geez, Mikey. See where I am overall in the standings. Up top, that's what I like. Although, as we've learned, practice is no indication for the race in ultimate speed. For some reason, sometimes they're just way quicker. But yeah, Mikey seems very quick here. I wouldn't say I've got right side problems. Yeah, there we go. Flying past Mikey. Got to use the brakes a little bit into the corner here, which is cool. A lot of the tracks you can kind of just coast. Tires here, yeah. Right front, yeah, inside is heating up quite a bit too. Right rear looks good camber wise, so need to go up on the pressures. Oh, Rick Mass there making a weird move. So I need to go up on the pressures. I need to reduce the camber on the right front, so we'll do all that. Car feels pretty good though. I want to do well at Indy. That would be great. The site of my famous Indy 500 win. All right, we'll increase, or what do we want to do? I always get this backwards. Increase the pressures, right? Yes, increase. I want to increase this one as well. Left rear is pretty good. Left front, let's see if I can decrease a little bit. Stagger's good. Suspension, cambers, right front camber is too much. Let's see what 2.2 does. All right, let's go back out, do a few more laps, see how everything is with the car. Oh yeah, I gotta. I kind of hate that I added this now. That I have to change it. Thank you for reminding me, Andrew. You're right. We're no longer at Talladega. We're at Indy. There we go. Thank you for the reminder. Make that a bit bigger, just so everybody knows. Yeah, I could go into suspension changes and all that, but the car doesn't feel off balance-wise. Whew. Except, as I say that, the car almost spins out coming out of the pits. But yeah, you can go pretty wild with the setups, which I know that was a pretty new thing in sims, right? Especially in a stock car game. That's why this sim was so popular and well reviewed, as it was an actual simulator. The other stock car games before this, like Bill Elliott's Racing, was just a game, right? All right, coming down the front straightaway. So we got to do 3 or 4 laps here, make sure the tires are in a better place. Take a look at them now, and then see if we can try our hand at qualifying. Definitely we'll reduce the fuel for qualifying here. So we're heating up quite a bit already. Understeering there a bit. It's all about that line entry. You can make the corner of the car feel dramatically different just by how you take the corner, but it is wild how much more narrow this track feels with the warm-up lanes. And it just saw the right front dip into the red there, but it's more even on temperatures this time, which is good. I mean, this track is just a hard track on tires, so that's always going to happen. Yeah, lighten them up again. Do a couple more laps, so I don't want to call it too early here. See how bad it gets. Pretty hot, man. This is one of those tracks that it's not easy to get the tires to work. It'll be a pretty short race though. Remember, they did 400 here, so it's 16 laps, which at a high speed track like this is not a long time. Run wide there. So tires are still overheating a bit. So we'll come back to the garage. So just gotta go more, I think. All right, hopefully that does it. Go out for another quick run here. Appreciate everybody jumping in today for this. I haven't done NASCAR on the weekend for a while, so I wanted to do it, just have a little more time here. I don't know, coming up later today is the real kickoff, in my opinion, to the racing season with the Daytona 24, although I did watch the Monaco rally last week, which is always fun to watch. That was pretty crazy. I don't know if anybody here likes rally racing at all, but I tend to catch the beginning of the rally season because it's like the only thing on, and I like all racing really. But Daytona 24 today should be pretty cool. I'm excited to watch that, watch the start of it, and keep up with it over the day. stagger, Michael, is the difference in circumference of the left and right tires. So if you make the right side tires bigger with a higher stagger, they'll roll further than the inside ones, so to help you turn naturally. Too much of it, though, can make the car really hard to handle. Yeah, I mean, clearly there's a lot of different racing events prior to even the Monaco Rally, but that's usually where I start watching racing every year. I would love to stream some rally, but a couple things that are hard about rally is, one, I'm really not that great at it overall. So rally is a different type of racing. I have fun doing it, but I don't think I would be very impressive to watch. And two, you can't really commentate during it because you got to listen to the co-driver the whole time. Not sure how folks like Jimmy Broadbent do that. But I'll leave that to some of the better rally streamers out there. Maybe at some point I'll do some video or something on some of the cars. I would like to take a look at some of the cars that are in something like dirt rally a little more closely. But all right, so the tires, a couple laps in here, but they're not overheating yet, which is good. Better than before. The car feels better too. It's crazy how the tire temperatures really control how well the car does. "200 miles an hour on the back straightaway. It's quick. It's a quick car." Come across the line here. So I think we may have solved the overheating issues with the tires, thankfully. Cambers look good now. I mean, they're overinflated. The right front could probably go down maybe 1 psi on the right front. Raise the right rear one. But you can see, oh, it's still overheating. Might have to go with it. I don't want to get too deep into suspension setups and things, but might have maxed out what we can do with the tire pressures itself. It's not too bad, though. Alright, so why don't we go qualify here at Indy? I'll try to come to the pit lane. Pit lane is terrifying to get into at Indy. Come out of turn 4 and just have to slam on the brakes. There we go. And it's not too bad. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep everything where it's at. It feels alright, but I'm going to lower the fuel for qualifying. Alright, Axel setup complete. Should be alright. So let's do some qualifying. And what did we get for times here? 163. Oh boy. Well, I think we might be able to get pole. As long as I don't throw it in the wall or something, that should be pretty good. Alright, we'll just scoot right out on the track. The sim doesn't care if you do the warm-up lanes, even in the race or practice or anything, so you could actually do this if you liked. It is kind of tricky to stay on that warm-up lane around here. I always found it odd too, there's like these the way they did the banking is a little bit weird. I mean, it's exactly the same in IndyCar 1, so it's straight from Papyrus, but they clearly hadn't quite figured out how to do transitions, which are obviously difficult. There's a lot of sims that do them all wrong. But coming out of the corners into the short chute, there's these little humps that aren't there in real life. Like right here, over the hump. Luckily, it doesn't seem to really affect the handling of the car too much. Alright, come out of turn 4, come to the line. Unsure, I guess this would maybe be a 2-lap qualifying. We'll see. But just try to hit it on the first lap here. Green flag. Coming to turn 1. Oh, we're going to run a bit wide. Just try to get back on that throttle early, carry speed. It's not a great turn 1. See if I can get a little bit better on the apex. There we go for turn 2. Car understeering a bit there, late on the throttle. Now down the back straightaway, see how fast I can get to. Over 190, will we hit 200? Yes, just. On the brakes a bit for turn 3, try to get the car in a good groove there, back on the throttle. Oh, pretty good through the short chute, a little bit early on the turn in for 4, but coming out of it. Come to the line. Will I get another lap at it, or is it just the 1 lap? Checkered flag. Oh, first, 172. So, on the pole at Indy. On the pole at Indy. Not bad. A little easy, but I'll take it. I'll take a pole position. So, Indianapolis. 20 laps. Ha! It's the wrong distance. The race is the wrong distance. Well, we're going to do it regardless. So I guess this is the Brickyard 500 or 50. The Brickyard 50. It's supposed to be 16 laps if it's 10%. But yeah, it's surprising. I still get the pole even though I did a weird line through turn 1. So we'll be going 20 laps at Indy. A bit longer than I was thinking, but let's get started with it. Should be an interesting race, starting on the pole. All right, so we'll take, as we do the pace lap here, we'll take a look through the standings. So Terry Labonte starting alongside Jeff Bodine, Mark Martin, Ernie Irvin, Ken Schrader, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, Morgan Shepherd, Harry Gantz back in 10th. Jeff Burton there. Those standings are getting all shuffled up a little bit. Any shocking starts? Oh, we only have 31 cars for some reason. Who knew? Well, it's not the full field, which is interesting. I figured it would easily have the 39 entries. That's what happens with conversions sometimes. That'd be easy to fix, actually. I'm not sure why. It's got a short field. But Rick Mass starting dead last, so completely the opposite of real life. He's starting at the back. So it should be interesting here. Got 20 laps around Indy. I guess they probably, this is a straight conversion from IndyCar 1, so it's probably limited to the 33 cars or something. But it should be an interesting one. Just try to get a good start, see if I can break a little bit of a lead, and then baby the tires. Be nice if I didn't have to challenge the AI too much here, just because I know they're a little erratic in some of the corners, side by side and all that. Adrian, I just saw you have the 6 key, my 6 metrics to win. Yeah. Although I don't think I have to do the all of them exactly the same here, and I don't have that big apron on the inside of the circuit to help me out. Darren, it's a nice Pontiac, but I don't want to hit it. I've already had a run-in with that Pontiac this season. All right, so we'll come out of the 4th corner. I'm sure we'll get the green flag pretty much immediately and start this Brickyard 50. Wait for that green flag. Pace car's off. Green flag. Oh, flat out, but Terry Labonte gets a little bit of a jump there. We're side by side coming to the line. Pretty good start, actually. All right, maybe we'll stick alongside of him, though. Up to 4th gear, coming to turn 1. Just take it nice and easy on the inside. First lap. Oh, a little bit late on the throttle. Labonte's going to hang with me. Oh, and he gets around the outside. Mark Martin there, too. All right, come out of the corner. Everybody slows down a little bit, but Terry Labonte's got the lead. I'm back to 2nd. All right, getting that slipstream. Just trying to get some good corners here. Just surprised he was able to get around me on the start, but see if I can reel him back in. So it won't be an easy runaway with it. Labonte's quite quick. Come across the line, complete the first lap, P2. A little bit wide going into turn 1. Yeah, you gotta give the AI a little more space than you would in a normal racing situation. Right up to the wall there on exit though. Down into turn 3. So I'm sticking with Labonte, but he's quite quick, which makes me nervous if the tires start going away at all. Alright, but try to draft back up on him. Luckily, nobody behind me. Mark Martin's there, but he's not quicker necessarily at this stage. Just hope I did enough with the setup. Ooh, smacked the wall a little bit. So much quicker in a straight line. Oh, it pulled in quite a lot on Terry that time. Not gonna be able to get him in turn 3. I just touched the wall there in the last lap. Kind of like Dale Earnhardt does at the start of the 94 Brickyard. Come on. I catch him towards the end of the straightaway, but he's quicker in the corners. Oh, I'm going to run wide in turn 1. Mark Martin's going to get below me. Ugh. Mark getting by there. That was a bad corner by me. It's hard to get the line right. It's just so on the edge when you turn in. All right, see if I can get Mark back here on the inside down the back straightaway. So quick in a straight line. All right, just park it right in front of him for the corner. Oh, he's looking outside. Not able to do it. All right, so I got second back, thankfully. See if I can get a good run through turn 4 here. Onto the front straightaway. It seems like I'm quicker on the back straight mostly. All right, into turn 1. It's my problem corner. Running a little bit wide. It shouldn't really be any different than turn 3, which I've been having no problem with. Mark looking up the inside, but not gonna be able to do it. Yeah, it's a good mix here. I'm definitely quicker on the straightaway, especially the back straight. I wonder if it's the weather with the way the wind might be blowing that is making me quick on the back straightaway, but not on the front. That would make turns 1 and 3 much different. Ooh, and I heard behind me, maybe Mark getting out of it a little bit. Oh, looking up the inside through turn 4. All right, getting in the slipstream. Try to take it easier through turn 1. But I'm coming up the inside. That would be so risky to do. If I can just keep it a little close to him through turns 1 and 2, I think I can get him on the back straight. Not quite enough, I don't think, but we'll see here. Flat out then. Pulling in on the back straightaway, coming to turn 3. Oh, it's just a little too late. I'm gonna back out of it. I got a few laps to go. I can do it better. I don't need to take the risk right away. But as long as I can, if I can stick through him to him through turns 1 and 2 a bit better, I could definitely get him on the back straightaway. Yeah, it is Bodine behind me now. Good eye. Hopefully not coming for me. All right, coming to turn 1. Just try to get a line that works here. Why is turn 1 so hard? There we go. Yeah, but I'm not that close. Terry's just really good through there, and it's keeping me behind him. Bodine's gonna come up the outside. What's he doing? Slam on his brakes. Thought he was maybe gonna come around the outside of me, so I didn't want to take the normal line there, but that really held me up. Come through turns 3 and 4. Bodine's all over me now. I gotta get around Terry here. I think I'm quicker than Terry overall. The situation is not boding well for me. Yeah, that's good. All right, coming to turn 1. 13 laps to go. Oh, we're gonna run a little wide there. Coming to turn 2. Why can't I keep up with him here? It's very frustrating. Bodine's gonna look, but oh, I get a good exit there. Drafting up with Terry now. Oh, I got a good run. Gonna look up the inside. So we come to turn 3, right next to him. Try to get back in the line a little bit for the corner. Terry's gonna stick it on the outside. Try to get back on the throttle early. There we go. Got the lead here at Indy. All right, now need to try to get a little bit of a gap on Terry there. He's going to stick with me on the front straightaway. If I can get through turns 1 and 2 successfully with him behind, I think I can pull away on the back straightaway. I finally got a good line through turn 1. He's there, but I don't think he'll be able to pass me. Oh, and he's looking on the outside. Try to get the throttle down. There we go. All right, flat out on the back straightaway. Let's see if I can pull a little bit of a gap. All right, so cementing the lead. Whew, okay, now just need to try to put some good laps together. It's easy to run wide around this circuit, and because the race is a little longer than I thought it was going to be, we might actually, well, there's a shorter field too, so I don't know if we'll hit lap cars, but we'll have to see. We're getting to halfway, 11 laps to go. A little wide through turn 1, of course. All right, on the back straightaway, let's take a quick look here at the tires. Overheating that right front slightly in the middle, but it's getting under temperature on the straightaways, luckily. So as long as Bodine doesn't get around Terry, should be able to continue just pulling away from him. Oh, a shallow entry there in turn 4. That makes for a bad corner. Not a great corner. Yeah, I'm getting a little too close to the walls, but let's try to keep it. 10 laps to go. You got to try to straighten out the corners as much as possible. Indy's all about carrying speed, especially in a stock car where you can't really accelerate super fast. It is understeering quite a bit because my right front's overheating now, but still pulling away from him very, very slightly. Got that speed on the back straightaway, that's nice. So as long as I can stay ahead and that tire holds up, should be good here. Just under the white line there through turn 4. Oh, been a while since I've led a race here in NASCAR. Feels pretty good. Yeah, the car is so quick on the back straightaway. Ooh, almost touching the wall there. Might have hit it slightly. If you hit it very, very slightly, you'll still get like the spark, but you won't hear the sound. But this would be good. So far, my only wins here are on the short tracks. Bristol, Martinsville, which we're going to come up to again. So could we be setting up for a good stint here at the end of the season. Coming to the line, 8 laps to go. Just get a quick look here at the tires. Right front is wearing out, but I think we'll be fine. This setup would be really problematic in a full run. Not sure the tire would actually last for the full full stint of fuel. Yeah, everybody look forward to the Glen, enjoy me leading a race, because I can almost guarantee you the Glen will not be like this. Alright, not bad through turns 1 and 2. I got the line worked out a bit, but thank God I'm so much quicker on the back straightaway. That's all I have to say. Ooh, gonna push a little bit through turn 4, almost smacking the wall there. Alright, 6 more laps here at Indy. Just got a clear track in front too, luckily. No AI yet. Come up through turn 2. Just take a peek at the tire temps. So we're still flirting under the temps, so hopefully everything holds on here for the end. Of course, it's always when you're in the lead that you're looking at all those little things. Just slide the tires on through, right up to the wall. Five laps to go then. Bad entry into turn 1, but I've got the gap now. What are we at? 4.6 seconds, so I really can just kind of take my time up here. No need to push. Take a look at the tire wear, still over halfway, so I think we're going to be fine with the tires. We're going to push in turn 4, just to give up some time there, but don't want to hit the wall. As we saw at Loudon, it doesn't even take an especially hard hit to end things. 4 more laps. Looks like Ken Schrader's gotten up to second, or third place behind Terry. So I held station with him there. Last lap, even dipping out of the throttle in turn 4. Bit of a weird entry into turn 3. It's just a normal Indy qualifying run now. Just try to keep things nice and smooth. Oh, right against the grass there. Trying to get a good apex, but I hit it a little too early. I'm actually surprised we're not going to hit the lapped cars, but maybe if it was the full field, we would have. Ultimately a good thing for myself. All right, front straightaway again. So coming to the line, 2 laps to go. It's quite processional now. It's a good fight with Terry Labonte on the first few laps, though. That made it more interesting than just running away with it. But I'll take a race where I can just run away with it now. It's been a difficult season. Be good to get another win. This will certainly boost my point standings. Be interested for the championship standings as well, because I do not see Harry Gant in the top 5. Jeff Gordon's in 5th. I'm not sure Labonte's been out. Oh man, there's a lapped car. We're gonna come take the white flag this time. We're just gonna catch, I think it's probably Rick Mast at the very back. All right, we'll see though. See if it causes any issues. Hopefully not like a Charlie Kimball last lap situation, but come through turn 1, white flag. Can just see the lapped car there. Oh, we're gonna run a little wide. Turn 2, let's hit the high line. No issue though. On the back straightaway then. Into turn 3. I think we're just gonna get away without having to pass the slower cars, thankfully. Come through turn 4. All right, gonna win Brickyard 50 here. So I think 3rd win of the season, right? Coming to the line, need the win. That's so good. It was a good race too. It pulled away really well at the end, but I had to work on Terry Labonte there for the first quarter of it, so definitely earned the win. It could have went many different ways. All right. But keeping my record straight at Indy. Yeah, Indy's my lucky track, I guess. That'll bode well if I do a IndyCar Racing 2 series. All right. So come through. Just gonna let the rest of the field finish the race, and we'll take a look at the glorious winning poster. All right, I need to go get the podium hat. You're right. I'll get it. I'll get it. All right, we'll exit out. There it is, crossing the line. All right, I'm gonna take a super quick break. I'll let you listen to some music while this beautiful image, and then we'll take a look at the. We'll take a look at those season standings and everything, but I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, all right, I'm back. So, there's the victory photo. He really needs, I think, let me lower this a little bit. Somebody left a comment on one of the stream videos saying that he really should leave his helmet on, and yeah, I agree. He's not a great looking guy, our Bubbles, but we love him nonetheless. All right, so let's look here at the final results from the Brickyard 50. Yeah, this is not the game music. This game didn't really have a lot of music. It has it in the intro, and like that's it. So this is some weird free thing I found that sounds kind of nice. But final results here for the Brickyard 50. Axel Richardson up top, getting the win. 185 points in the bank. Terry Labonte, Ken Schrader, Jeff Bodine, and Jeff Gordon. Two Jeffs with different spellings, finishing in 4th and 5th. Ernie Irvin, Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, Harry Gant finishing 9th. That's pretty far back, Harry. 138 points. That's not going to win you the championship. All right. Jeff Burton there in 10th. Look down, anything weird happening in the results here. Rusty far down there, 20th. Sometimes he's very quick and other times he's super slow. Where is Earnhardt actually, too? Okay, he finished up top. We'll look towards the back. Bobby Hamilton, that's who I was catching right at the end with Jimmy Spencer. So, look at the points championship, up to 16th, one position away from being on the first screen of points. So, it could happen. I'm not optimistic with the next race, though. But Jeff Purvis right in front of us in the Country Time car. I could easily make that gap up in a race, so we'll see what happens at Watkins. But Jeff Gordon leading the way now. So things are starting to set themselves up here. If we look at the top of the championship, it's really the top 6 now that are within 100 points. So it's closing up a little bit. You know, folks are going to drop off one by one as we get towards the end of the season. But so what do I got total? Just real quick, 3 wins, 4 top 5. See, you got to get more solid finishes. I don't have that many fewer wins than the guys up front, but they're obviously getting top 5s almost every race. So next race, and we go to Watkins Glen, which I've made mention of it before, but it is a wacky version of Watkins Glen. So this is the only road circuit that shipped with it's the only road circuit that shipped with the original game, and the original tracks for NASCAR are definitely the most inaccurate in the game. So wait till you see this one. I'll put a setup on. We'll go with the Ace setup, I guess. This is going to be a really hard race. If you remember back to Sonoma, it's not easy racing road circuits in this, but we'll see what I can do. The cars just move really weird. And Sonoma was mostly caution laps, so hopefully that won't happen here, but I'm mostly nervous about the bus stop, and you'll see why in just a second. Oh wow, I didn't even notice Bodine's in second place, doesn't even have a win yet. Alright, come through down a crazy hill and onto the circuit here. So it's just this like weird kind of drunk feeling version of Watkins Glen. Like, what is this S? The first one is kind of flat, and then the second one we're going to go up a huge hill. It's very weird. Whoa, car gets a little loose there. It's tight at the top of the hill too. Now we'll work down to the bus stop, and the reason the bus stop is so sketchy here is because there's zero runoff. The wall is right in front of you, so if you run wide, you're going to hit the wall. Well, we're gonna cut the circuit there. Be seeing that a lot more. Yeah, but this is just insane. True, it's much better than the Andretti game, Tom Wings. You're right. But it is pretty difficult to spot what you're doing. This corner is tough too because the entry is kind of blind there. Oh, got a little loose. Don't really want to correct when you get loose. Come through the final corner. Under the really low banner there across the line. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. It's really two parts. I mean, and it's your normal thing, getting around the circuit and racing the AI, but the AI are really tough around here. It's pretty wild. I kind of want somebody to convert this track exactly the way it is to like a modern sim, and it would be a totally different track. I mean, on its own, it's kind of fun. If you got rid of that wall around the bus stop, but they didn't have any technology in this to, hit the wall there a little bit. They didn't have anything in this game to penalize you for cutting the tracks. They had to do the walls like this to prevent people from just straight lining. Although that's what we're going to do there a little bit. We're going to really take the grass. Well, Jason, I wouldn't say they put no work into Watkins Glen, but they had a different standard when they were first putting out the sim, for sure. It's a different time, too. 1993, 1994, when they were building this, the data that existed was not the same as we have today. But this one's going to be hope that I qualify up front and then that I can get away smoothly from the start and just, I don't know, finish the race mostly. Oh no. See, that's what correcting does for you. I gotta learn to not correct. Alright, we're gonna go do some more practice though. I'm gonna do maybe a little more practice here than I normally would. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like they thought, okay, well, Watkins Glen has some hills in it, so let's put some hills. Alright, but keep count of the chassis. That's chassis 1 destroyed. Made it further than I would have thought there. Yeah, the bridge over the start-finish straight is pretty low. I think it might be scraping the roof. I might also, let's see how I do this run out, but I might go for a more conservative setup for the car. I don't think the AI are very good around here, so if I can at least keep the car on the track, and not do anything weird like that, then I might actually finish okay. Hey, it's pretty wild though to think they went from this to the tracks that we pretty much still use for a lot of the Grand Prix Legends stuff in the matter of 4 years. So Papyrus did some amazing stuff back in the 90s. Alright, come down to the kink here. Gonna brake a little harder than usual. Ooh, slide the car there. Alright, everybody duck. We'll come under the Watkins Glen Bridge. Coming into the first turn. No runoff here, so if you do run wide, you're going right into the wall. Car behind me, but hopefully they stay there. It's a tricky one. Coming up the hill. Again, it feels like you're having a bad dream. Ugh, smack the wall there. Just understeered right into it. Oh yeah, I gotta change the damn thing again. Alright, I'm getting rid of it. Maybe I'll put it back later. Everybody knows where we're at. Ooh. Cut the chicane there quite a bit. Just trying to carry some speed through the corners. Mostly, just gotta figure out to make sure I don't spin and crash the car. I want to see also how quick the AI are, because I have no idea. But I pulled away from Loy Allen there, who came out of the pits, so I'm quicker than at least one of them. Come up the hill. we go. That second part of the S's is so tight. You can't take it flat like you normally would. Just make sure I can get the bus stop okay. Whoa. So we're not in first. Elliott has the lead. Keep in mind, it's also incredibly easy to blow the engine on downshifts. So this is more of a kink here. No camber like it has in real life. Gonna run onto the grass a little bit. I think if I can survive the first couple laps of the race with the AI, we'll be okay, but that's gonna be the trick. Whoa, up to the top again. Oh, almost over revving it into turn one. Taking that outside line there. No, this game doesn't have clutch. It's just sequential shifting, which is why I'm using the paddles. I was thinking about getting the shifter, but this is only an H pattern shifter, so not gonna be able to do it for this sim. All right, so I'm feeling a little bit better about the car, actually. It's mostly just gonna be making sure I can steer clear of the AI, but Wally Dallenbach, oh man, bringing that petty car up front. All right. Turning a 111 there. Try to carry it through the last corner, just on the grass a little bit there. Hey, 113. Ooh, I'm pretty quick. Could we go back to back? It's too, I don't know. I won't let myself think of it yet. Tires are looking pretty good. They're a little cold all around, but the car feels fine, honestly. Ooh. Oh, working up the hill. Catching Loy Allen here. So this is the part that's tough. Passing AI cars. And I want to stay out on the track for a minute here to see how this is. Ooh. Oh my god, do you see how violently they go through the bus stop? I'll take that line, that's fine. You see how violently the cars go through the bus stop? It's gonna be murder. Alright, come down to the kink. Thanks Derek for the $1. Ooh, made me run wide. There's your $1, hard work. Oh, really slowed down Allen there, though. Come across the line. So, I'm not sure there's a lot I can do here other than just try it. I'm going to do one more time. I want to try that bus stop one more time before we go qualify. So I was quick at Sonoma, too, and it was the AI that got me there. That's where I first wrecked Rusty Wallace. Up into the hairpin. I hope I can get through this without a ton of cautions. That was the real damper on the Sonoma race. Oh, we're gonna run right to the wall. Healthy kiss to the wall there. Come down the straightaway. Brake just before that first sign hard. There's no locking in the brake, so you can kind of stamp the pedal if you want. Just coast on through. Look, I didn't even cut the track that time. Through the long sweeping corner there. Almost over revving the car, but we'll come up to the kink. This is a challenging corner on this version because there's no camber to it. It's almost negative camber. Making it through though. Alright, come to the final corner. So overall, I think I've got the track figured out. It's just going to be avoiding the AI. Hopefully I can just qualify in front of most of them. But there we go. It was a 111. Not the worst thing. All right, so this is going to be pretty pretty scary. I'm going to lower my fuel for qualifying here. I'll do 6 gallons. Should just be a single lap qualify. Yeah, I used to play this back in the day when it first came out too. I definitely did not have a steering wheel, but I was actually interested. I wonder, I haven't seen anybody post about it, but I wonder if you could still race this online with using an IP address with somebody else. I think it'd be kind of funny to do like a little online race with people. But I don't know if it's possible. Because I know the online racing used to be hosted on the Hawaii servers, and that was the whole. But I've never raced, NASCAR, IndyCar, Papyrus Sims online. All right, but we'll have to see where I qualify here. Oh yeah, let's look at how quick everybody else was. If I can find the right menu, there we go. 110s. Uh-oh. Poles 114s. That doesn't bode well. My best lap in practice was a 113. So we'll see. I got low fuel though. Alright, come through the final corner. Oh god. Running a little bit wide. Try to get on the front straightaway. Come to the line. Just need a clean lap. Please, I don't want to start at the very back of this. Come down to turn 1, hard on the brakes. Ugh. There we go. Not a bad run through turn 1. Now work it into the S's, just kind of tentatively throw the car in here. Just looking for it to not step out on me or anything. Up the major hill. Alright, come to the top of the hill, a little bit wide. Try to get back on the gas, had to correct there. Luckily didn't slide into the wall. Come down to the bus stop. Just at the first sign, hard on the brakes. We'll cut the grass a little bit. There's usually a curb there anyway. Alright, come out of the bowl corner here. Right against the edge of the circuit. Now spot my entry for this tricky left-hander. Hard on the brakes. Try to just nip the grass there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Overall, this lap's not the worst one I've done. In the last corner, gonna run a bit wide there, but hard back on the throttle. A little bit of oversteer, come to the line. And where do we get to? P12. I did a 113.4 though. That's just about as good as I've done. It's just about as good as I've done around here, so I guess I can't complain, but P12, right in the middle of the pack for 9 laps around Watkins Glen. Just put a little more fuel back into the car. I don't know how much fuel I actually need. Let's go full tank. It's not really going to matter, honestly. So this is just going to be all about avoiding the AI, just getting a clean start. I have no idea where passing is going to be good. Put this little thing back on here. I'll probably forget it once we're done, but there we go. All right, so as ever, appreciate everybody coming to check this out. Today should be good. We're in round 20 of our season, so we're getting there towards the end. I want to try to maybe do one more race after this, at least. What do we got? 1 o'clock. I don't want to conflict with the Daytona 24 because I'm going to watch that this afternoon. But we'll get started here. Watkins Glen, 9 laps with the AI. All about playing it safe. That's what I got to remember here. We'll do our long out lap, and we'll take a look at the starting grid while I do that. So we're starting 12th on the inside, thankfully. That'll be good. Harrigan, Handsome Harry's back on the pole, so he's back. Yeah, Daytona 24 starts in a couple hours time. But Jeff Bodine alongside of him too, so maybe Bodine could get his win today. He's fighting for that championship lead without a win so far. You got Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, the other up front. I think he's actually the leader right now in the championship. Dale Earnhardt up there, and I'm back in 12th. Rusty Wallace is just a couple cars behind me. Oh, he's right behind me. All right, but we got full field of 39 cars. Shouldn't have any issues with traffic once we get away. I just gotta survive. I think I feel confident enough that lapping alone, I will be okay. But the AI, especially up here through the bus stop, I'm even nervous about this pace lap, honestly. Speed up a little bit. Now we'll come. Oh my God. The first lap is going to be so scary here. Come down to first gear and just ease it on through. There we go. So I made it through the bus stop on the pace lap at least. Coming to the end of the pace lap, just a couple corners left. Hopefully Rusty doesn't have any weird ideas behind me. We got Morgan Shepherd, Sterling Marlin right in front. And I'm towards the front of the grid, which is good. Oh, everybody slows down randomly, of course. Down to first gear, maybe for the start here. Just also need to really watch my RPMs around here because it's so easy to blow an engine in NASCAR 1. All right, here we come out of the final corner. Look for that green flag. Green flag is out. And here we go. Oh my God, there's nowhere to go in front of me. I just gotta have to try to spot the braking when everybody's gonna slam on the brakes. Cars coming around me. Ooh, I'll come down to turn one. Ooh, on the inside, alongside Jeff Burton. We'll get Joe Nemechek there. My God. All right. Come into the S's here, cars sliding a bit, got cold tires. Oh, able to get through turn one, come to the top of the S's, then Sterling Marlin's quite slow there. Oh, can't really avoid anybody. The car is just like so sketchy. All right, there goes Joe Nemechek by, but come up to the bus stop on lap one. Oh, everybody in front so slow. Oh, making a crazy pass there. I don't know how I made it through without hitting anybody. Oh my God. I cut the course, but that's the least of my concerns right now. Oh, so picking up a couple spots there. Come up to this left-hander. It's not an insignificant corner on this version. Maybe I can take Mark Martin. He was the real winner, I believe. Mark was good here. Ooh, Ernie Irvin had run wide. Gonna pass both of them on the outside. There we go. Come across the line. So up to P7 with 8 laps to go. Made it through a very sketchy part of the race, but trust me, plenty to go. Oh man. Okay, this is absolutely going better than I first expected it to, but ooh, sliding the car there. I'm just any second from disaster, honestly. There we go. All right, come to the bus stop. Gonna be slightly easier this time. Just got no AI to worry about necessarily. Try not to abuse the track there. Cut it slightly. The two in front just all over the place. Maybe I can get up the inside of Ken Schrader here. He was very slow coming out of the bus stop. All right, here we go. Just roll it on through there. Third gear, come down to second for the final corner. Oh, under the very low bridge. All right, so this is working out so far. Dare I say, we got 7 laps to go. We're in P7. Oh, see, I did a double downshift there. That was so close to blowing my engine. Just if you get a little bit of a twitch or something in your finger, just can end the race that easily. There's nothing to prevent you from blowing the engine that easily, especially with paddle shifters. Obviously, in the real car, you've got an H pattern, so it would be harder to blow the engine. But we'll come up to the bus stop, pretty close to Ken Schrader this time. I'm just gonna wait my turn because I think he's quite slow coming out of the chicane here. Oh my God. Oh, we'll go in the grass a little bit, but I don't care. Make the spot on Schrader. Alright, that was sketchy. They're just so bad. They don't take a racing line. They hug the outside or the inside of the track like a square. Alright, drifted on through. Ooh! I don't know if I hit Ken Schrader or he hit me from behind, but that obviously didn't look good. Yellow flag's going to come out, I guess, but maybe we'll do another lap. Oh, coming up to Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt. So we're under yellow for Ken Schrader's accident behind me, but I got to do a whole other lap before we actually get the yellow flag because the leader had already passed the start-finish line. So I got to race as cautiously as ever. Got Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt in front of me. Name a more iconic 90s NASCAR duo there. Oh, Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff's so slow. I don't know if he spun on his own or he hit me. We'll check out the replay in a second. Try to get it through the bus stop there. I think Martin's behind me now. Oh, we're going to hit the grass again. Oh, Earnhardt ran wide too. Try to get the throttle back down as early as I can, but I got around Gordon. I'm not really trying to exploit them, but it's so hard to get through that bus stop okay. Ooh, right on the grass there. That can spin you out too if you hit it. We'll come through the final corner, so come to the yellow flag. Hopefully it gets green again because I feel like I'm competitive. This could actually be a good thing that we've got a yellow flag. So 5 laps to go. I think we will. But P5... Yeah, the AI do randomly spin out. So let's check out what happened to Schrader there. Whew, thank God, the beginning of that race. But we'll rewind a lap. So far, so good at Watkins Glen. This is turning out much better than I expected it to. We'll rewind here to, yeah, the kink. Oh, I think he did spin out on his own. I wish I knew how to... Oh, there we go. I went backwards for once. So we'll see. Comes up to the kink, or to this little left-hander. Yeah, I mean, he just lost it. Ran out of talent. Whoa, he hit the wall hard, too. Well, Ken. I think he resumed as well, but... All right, we'll come back in. So we're under yellow now. But that'll help close up the front pack here. We'll have to see who's up front. Jeff Bodine, he's going for that win. He was 2 seconds ahead of Harry Gant last time by. So, I think we'll get green with maybe 2 laps remaining in the race. And everybody's going to be closed up, so I don't know. Restarts are terrifying. I mean, just racing normally is terrifying here, but I can't wait to see Ted Mead do the full race around here. What, it would be 90 laps, I think, in real life? Yeah, Jeff's last one did come here. That story is quite sad, too, because he was in all kinds of financial issues by that point with Alan Kulwicki's old team, the number 7 there. That's when he had the QVC car, the black number 7. Yeah, Schrader was just blown away by Axel Richardson flying past him and couldn't hold on to the car anymore. All right, pit's open, but we don't need to pit. So we'll come across the line, 4 to go. I expect next time by we'll get the 1 to go, and then, yeah, it'll be 2 laps remaining. Well, I guess I don't mind some of the laps being under caution here because it's so sketchy. But I only got 4 cars in front of me, so I have to go for it. There's no reason to hold back. It's not like I'm racing for points I mean, I am, but the wins are much better. The wins are ultimately the only thing that's going to get me up the championship is winning a lot of races. But if I do well here, I might be able to get in that top 15, which is not bad. Top 15 in NASCAR is not nothing to be sad about. Well, everybody's gonna slow down here for the bus stop. Am I still loving the wheel? Yeah, I do. It's a bit to get used to. Especially with like some of the other sims that actually use the wheel properly. But yeah, I love it. It's definitely nicer than my old G27, that's for sure. I think I will. I don't know if I'm going to do a video yet. Just got to think if there's anything unique for me to say. But I think based off the types of games I play, that people might be interested in hearing what I think of a wheel. But there's so much out there on the wheels and stuff. So we'll see. If I can think of enough unique, interesting stuff that people would want to know about a wheel like this, then I'll do a video on it. But overall, not regretting my purchase at all. Alright, so we'll come through. Hopefully we get the one to go so that we have at least a couple laps to try to pass these cars. There we go, one to green. Alright, so we're going to get 2 laps at it. Yeah, Taka. That's the one thing it hasn't worked with, and I'm happy I still have my G27, but any of those old, like, there's this weird period in games, like the DOS games and early stuff, we've got emulators for which have support to translate modern controllers to them, and that's why this works so easily with DOSBox and all that. But that period of games when games first came to Windows, so for Windows 95, 98, Windows 2000, those are the hardest things to get running now because there isn't an emulator that would allow you to play those at full speed, and so it's just a weird era of games. So like the Spirit of Speeds, the Kart Precision Racings, those are hard to get running well. N-Glide definitely helps, but all right. So we got Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte, Handsome Harry, and Jeff Bodine up in the lead. I got Mark Martin right behind me, which you can't count out. I don't want to throw it all away, so I'm not going to do anything crazy, but it would be nice to get another win. It feels nice also that I wasn't the one that caused that caution. Come through the carousel and to the green flag. Yeah, instant green. It's a good reminder. Fawn Blade, thank you. You'll see in NASCAR 2, there's an entry in the track text files to say, what part of the circuit the green flag comes out on. And that didn't exist in NASCAR 1. Alright, so come to the flag. First gear, just gotta make sure I don't blow the engine either. Right on the back of Earnhardt. Can the Intimidator be intimidated? Alright, come to the flag here. Up to second gear, green flag. Didn't really get a jump or anything, but not losing any time too. We'll come up the outside, I guess, for turn 1. Come down to it. Oh, second gear. Making up maybe a spot there. We'll side by side with Labonte now. So we'll come up to the S's. Think I got around Earnhardt, but he's going to have the better line into the S's. Oh, sketchy around the outside. There goes Earnhardt. All right, so right back to where I started this run. Martin's going to look for it too. Ooh, these two in front. Let's see if I can keep it on the outside, up the top of the S's. The wall right there. Yeah, able to get around Earnhardt though. So we'll come down to the bus stop. Down to second gear. Oh my God. Labonte's snaking all over the track. Exiting the bus stop, he runs wide, as they're known to do. Coming to the carousel. Third gear. Just wait for it. All right, so up to third place. Labonte's right on me, though. And we'll come to the kink at the end of the lap here. Just try not to run wide. Oh, aggressive braking there. Sliding the car a bit. Making me look a bit better than I actually am at this. All right, try to run it wide out of the last corner. Behind me, slow Labonte there, so I just have to focus in front. White flag, one to go. And it's Gant versus Bodine in front. Gant got around him. Harry Gant, I don't think he was a road course racer. All right, coming to the S's. I'm pulling up ever so slightly on these two. I can only hope that they battle with each other. Oh, pulling in on Bodine. Try not to run wide. So we'll come to the bus stop. I know they're going to be slow through here. Let's just try to get it nice and smooth. Down to second. Oh, there goes Bodine snaking in front of me. Come to the exit. Take the grass a little bit. Oh, get around him. Here we come on Gant. Just waiting here through the carousel. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll be able to do it through the last couple corners. We'll see. Brake all the way down. Just slide the car on through. I'm right on him now. It's all going to come down to this last corner. Down to second gear. Oh, and he makes it well. Harrigan's going to get me to the line, but second place. Whew. Man, Watkins Glen delivers. That was pretty tense. That's probably as tense as I've been playing this, because you're just like a second from disaster. A little bit of oversteer into the guardrail and it's all over. Second place, not quite first, but I'll take that, starting fifth with one lap to go there, or 2 laps. Oh man, I'll lose to Harry Gant any day. That was a good race. I'm pretty pretty pleased with that one. I didn't think Watkins was going to work out well, but it sure does deliver. Man, the AI are so bad through the bus stop chicane, though. That's my only saving grace here. Yeah, the team, I think you only get, your team's only happy if you win the race. So I think we're still going to see the sad crew guys pushing my car. 13 first and second's not too bad for a day so far. All right, exit out. Yeah, and you still get the sad crew pushing the car to the garage. Well, I can't please everybody, but second place, I'm quite proud of that. I do want to, let's just take a quick look at the end of the race there, because that was so good. We'll watch the last lap. See you later, Matt. Thanks for watching. All right, where are we? I want to watch the restart. I want to watch this first lap after the restart. The bus stop is so ridiculous. All right, so here we came to the line, got the green flag. I was side by side through the S's and everything, so it's good. Good stuff. Whoa, around the outside. This isn't easy. You know, at any point, if the AI thinks it's clear, it'll just cut you off. If you have a run on them or something, forget it. Yeah, but I lost that position back to Earnhardt through the S's, up the really tough hill. Honestly, from this view, I will say this track does not look as inaccurate as it does when driving, so they probably only had some videotape to go off of. I think Jeff Gordon hit the wall behind me. But we'll come up to the bus stop. How bad did I cut this time? Oh, I didn't cut it at all. But Terry Labonte was all over the place. I let him have it. I stayed on the track. I'm quite proud of that. I know I cut it the next lap, though. Got around Terry there because he ran wide. Ooh, and he was looking back on me too. So we came out to the kink. I almost ran wide here on one of the laps. I don't remember if it was this one or the final. Might have been the final lap. Yeah, that was fine. I was a little slow. But then Labonte behind me runs wide in the final corner. Him and Dale Earnhardt side by side. Oh, all stacked up back there. That's what gave me that good lead on all of them. We'll watch the last lap too. Why not? Steve, I almost ate cornflakes for breakfast. I had cereal today. I had granola, so I guess I bested him. Yeah, but good. I got a good run through the S's there. Lost a little bit coming out, but it wasn't too bad. Then come down to the bus stop. I think this is where I take advantage of it a little bit, but I was really pushing. I really wanted to get past both of them. Yeah, just straight shot it. Honestly, if you go watch most last laps at Watkins Glen, that's not too bad. Yeah, Andrew, it's almost like they built this track in replay mode, and we're like, that looks pretty good, and nobody drove it. Because in replay mode, it doesn't look that far off. And I come through the final kink. Yeah, this is where I almost ran it wide. I had a lot of speed through there. And I was hoping Harry might bottle up the last corner, but he doesn't. And he gets the win, and I finished second. That was a great race. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm doing this, because it's still a lot of fun. But we'll take a look here at the final results. So Harry Gant got the win ahead of Axel Richardson. Jeff Bodine in third, so still without a win, but another great finish by Bodine. Led 7 of the 9 laps. Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Terry Labonte, Sterling Marlindale, Earnhardt, Jeff Burton, and Brett Bodine finishing in the top 10. We'll look towards the bottom. I think obviously Ken Schrader last. He's finished though, which is good. Only 8 laps, so I guess he was in the pits for an extra lap there. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to do another race because it's the weekend. Still got about an hour and a half till the Rolex 24, and we'll do another race. But Michigan, and if I remember back to Michigan, I did poorly here. I finished 20th. I remember the race. Like after a few laps, I was just so much slower. But I started dead last as well. So we'll have to practice and see if I can improve the car a little bit. But we're up to we're still in 16th in points, behind Jeff Purvis, but we've closed that gap to about 15 points behind. So depending on how this race goes, if we beat Jeff Purvis in the race, I think we should be able to take 15th away. And we'll look at the top of the points too. Jeff Bodine has got 7 points. He's number 7. In the lead still with no wins, ahead of Jeff Gordon by a few points. Not many, 8 points. And Harry Gant behind them. But the championship is becoming less close. It's still close. The top 6 are still within 100 points, but yeah, it's being decided in front of our eyes. All right, so we'll come to Michigan. I like Michigan as a track, especially in Indy cars, but it's difficult in a stock car. Well, we'll look at our setup from last time. Man, I mean, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, a top 10 could still happen. I think if I hold it all together, I mean, I honestly think, and this is kind of crazy because obviously the sim does not take advantage of a wheel, but it's so much more accurate than the G27 is that I think this is making it a bit easier to be good in this. I'm not joking with that. I think it's just a little more precise, so I'm able to handle the car a bit better. Never would have guessed it. So, I mean, what do we got to do here to get this car to be quicker? We can lose some spoiler. Let's see what that does. If anybody wants to help me and tell me what my quick lap was last time we came here, we can see if I can do better than that. And as ever, I got to remember to change this dang thing. Try to do it while I'm driving. Mich-again. There we go. All right, round 21. We're getting there. right, come out of the pits though. So I just want to look at the tires, make sure I'm not overheating anything. I lowered the rear spoiler, so it'll be interesting to see how it handles in the corner. I don't remember having handling issues last time, just that, oh, well, that was a huge hit. All right, we'll go back to the pits. That wouldn't have been good for the car. Just arrow. Oh, Salary Man, did you race it in your Labatt's car, or was that the NASCAR paint scheme car? I gotta try. I got the 1987 iRacing car when it came out, and I did like one race at Daytona, and it was fun, and I just never did it again. iRacing for me is, I like iRacing. The racing's good there, but I know how well I can do at iRacing if I practice a lot, and the problem is I never have time to practice, and so I kind of let myself down because I don't practice enough or perform as well as I think I could. Ah, man, hitting that again. We'll see if the car's okay. So that's the trick with iRacing for me. All right, we'll come through the corner though. We'll see how quick the car is, if it handles well. Yeah, I mean, I used to, back in like 2012, 2013, I played a ton of iRacing. Ah, thank you so much, Andrew. So 181.228 was my best lap. That's so much. Thanks so much for looking back at that. So we'll see if I can outdo that. Because it would be a bummer to be as slow as last time around here. It's a pretty easy track overall. So 180.7 that time. It's not a hard track, but it's one of those that it's more designed for a downforce car, so the NASCARs, it's kind of tricky, but I just won at Indy, and that's a track that's notoriously difficult for stock cars, so I should be able to do this. Oh, we're gonna run a bit high here. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a video on that. The Kart 99 mod for Assetto Corsa. That was around Fontana. Very sister track to this one. Oh, right on the outside there. I want to do, I'm testing with probably a video come out this week sometime, but trying to see if Assetto Corsa can do oval racing. And from what I've seen so far, I think so. So that'll be kind of the point of the video, because I don't see a lot of people doing ovals with Assetto Corsa, but having raced it now, the only thing that's messed up with it is that it has standing starts only, but I figured out a way to kind of trick it so that the start isn't terrible. Being a standing start, you kind of start further on the back straightaway, and so come around turns 3, 4, and then you start the race, kind of. So it feels like a rolling start, maybe. Other than that, though, yeah, it's been good, and that mod's really good. VRC puts out, I mean, it's not a car-by-car accurate mod, it's just one chassis for all the series, but those cars are very, very cool. And I wanted to, after I did kart precision racing, I wanted to do kart some justice. So 181.2 was my best, so I've already gone better than my best lap last time, which is good. But I want to see how the tires age here. We're not overheating or anything, so I'm running the same setup as last time, so it should be relatively the same. Yeah, I mean, so a little bit of behind the scenes and how these Papyrus Sims work. How quick the AI are on a circuit and how quick they qualify are basically just two numbers in the track file. And so probably just got it wrong around this one, that they're so much faster in qualifying than in the race. And I could change it, but I'm not trying to take advantage. I think one thing I've been watching, I mean, I always watch a lot of sim racing on YouTube, but a lot of people feel like really compelled to win every single race they do online. Like, I don't mind losing. Winning is only good when you don't win every time. Alright, so I'm in the draft here. Again, the car doesn't feel that fast. It's actually, the tires are a little cold, so I wonder if I should actually lower my pressure slightly. Just like a pound or so. The right rear is pretty cold. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna smack the wall there. That's no good. All right, I'm gonna adjust my tire pressures a little bit. Funny enough, we'll go the opposite direction as usual, but we'll go down 1 on the right front and down 2 on the right rear. Left rear, we'll go down 1. Left front. Yeah, this game has good physics. I mean, I think the next NASCAR games got it better. NASCAR 2 is kind of a sweet spot for the DOS NASCAR games, but it's fun to play the original. All the Papyrus sims are very good. They hold up extremely well, and I think that's apparent if you go look at some of the other games. Other games from the time period, like when I looked at Kart Precision Racing, it's insane how bad that is compared to IndyCar 2. Yeah, there was no flipping cars until NASCAR 4. It's because it's not a 3 degrees of freedom, or what, 6 degrees of freedom, or whatever it has to be, physics model. It's only lateral and horizontal force. I'm not a physics guru, but I know the physics only works in 2 directions in this game. Some of it's faked, like downforce. It's not a real downforce simulation. It's like an algorithm. Alright, we'll come into turn 1 though. So let's see how the tires do this time. What do you mean great indoors? When me and my Lotus going to make an appearance on regular cars? Regular cars, like the car review channel? See what the tires do this time. It looks like my left rear, right front are about the same temp, which is good. It will come through. Around Mark Martin here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have any shot at qualifying on the pole. Hope I can qualify not last and do better than 20th. That's what I got last time. Whoa, we split him there, Mark. We'll draft up with Mark Martin here, though. Alright. Pretty quick in the draft there. I did lower that rear spoiler a little bit, which doesn't feel like it affects me too much in the corners. It's a very fast circuit, so high top speed's good if it doesn't sacrifice too much from the corner. That's a 180.5, so it's still not my quickest. See if I can get a good lap here. Should have a clear track for most of this one. Here we go. A little high out of the groove, but we'll be able to keep it on through the exit. Tires are still a little cold. Oh, very high through 3 and 4. It's gonna ruin the lap time. We'll come to the line, see what this is. It's a 180 flat, but I really botched turns 3 and 4 that time by. Gotta get it nice down low like this. Just like a dab of the brake there. Alright. Pretty good 1 and 2. Come to 3 and 4. See if I can get it on the line. Yeah, down low. Terry's gonna run a little high, me too, but you want to get on the throttle as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, the Papyrus Sims are so much better than everything else that was out there. So that's better than my laps last time. Slower, though, than my best in this session, but that's probably just a lap thing. Let's see if I can do another lap that quick. That'll make me feel better about this. Pulling in on Terry. We'll see the AI are going to do the crazy thing here where they'll just be so much quicker in the race. Right sides are still a little cold, which is interesting. Could also be the temperature. I know that affects things quite a lot. Ugh, bad line there through 3 and 4 that time. Alright, we'll come to the line. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything dramatic. We'll take a look. It's 75 degrees, so I'm just going to keep my eye on that. We'll go qualify. I'm going to lower the fuel. Let's see if I can get a good qualifying time. Alright. 180. Probably going to qualify near last. Derek Cope's all the way at the back, but Derek Cope, the 2021 Daytona 500 star, here all the way at the back. I can't believe he's racing this year. It's going to be wild. Optimal temps around 210, so I'm a little cold on the right rear especially. Yeah, Michigan is good. I mean, this is, so they did steal or borrow, I mean, they're not really stealing. They used the same circuits where they could from IndyCar 1. And so this is directly from IndyCar 1. I mean, there's very, very little changes except for the signage and the haulers and all that. Oh, coming into the 3rd and 4th corners, understeering the whole way. We'll see what I can do here. Cross your fingers. I could at least get a 181 and not start last at Michigan. We'll come to the line, flat out, green flag. Just try to get that good line into turn 1. Here we go. That wasn't bad at all. Just a dab onto the throttle there. Exit the corner. Oh, sliding a little bit. That's going to lose me some time. 195 down the back straightaway. That's fast. All right, back on the throttle hard. Not a bad lap overall. I slid coming out of turn 2, which is ultimately going to slow me down a bit, but we'll see what it is. Come across the line. 182. That's my best lap ever. So P28. Never been so excited to qualify in P28. It's the little victories, you know. All right, so or at least start up 10 spots or so. Let's go at the garage. So, well, let's go to race day and see if the temperature changes. Oh, it's 84, so it's going to be warmer now. So I'm not going to change my tire pressures. I will change the camber. I spotted that too. So we will change the right front camber a little bit more. We'll go to 2. All right, so make sure I put fuel in it. I'm going to save the setup because who knows if we ever race this again. All right, so we'll do Michigan here. 20 laps around Michigan. I finished P20 in the race earlier in the season. And so anything better than that will be good. I remember that race was pretty insignificant. It just kind of happened. But we'll take a quick look. This was the GM Goodwrench Dealers 400, and Jeffrey Bodine won in real life. So he'll be looking hopefully to do that here and get a win actually in his season. But he won for Mark Martin and Rick Mast. Wow, Bodine was on it in 1994. Not bad. All right, so we'll do this race. I think this will be the last one I do today, but it's been a good, NASCAR day so far. Got a win, got second place there, which I can't complain about at all. And so thanks so much for everybody watching, and hopefully the Daytona 24 this afternoon is a good one. All right. We'll take a look at the standings or the qualifying results as we do our pace lap as always. So Jeff Bodine got the pole, so he's looking to back up that real-life win from Harry Gant. So the championship contenders up front there, Jeff Gordon in third, so it's all of them. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff, this little championship. Terry Labonte in fourth, Ernie Irvin in fifth. Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, Ken Schrader, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin. So we'll be fighting for it. Where is the 51? Ooh. So Purvis is in 21st. I can see him up there, a couple rows ahead. So I want to get that top 15 in the championship, so I got to beat Purvis. But as ever, I got to play it easy off the start here. Just don't do anything dramatic. Get away, get the pack to string out a little bit, and then hope that the tires stick with me this time. Speed up a little bit on the back straightaway, and then slow down again, of course. Come up behind Darrell Waltrip to start here. 20 laps around Michigan. Should be a pretty quick race, but we'll see. We will see. All right, coming through 3 and 4, of course, we'll get the green flag pretty much as soon as the pace car peels off. Thanks, Andrew. See you later, man. All right, come to the green flag. There it goes, green flag. I've learned. Purvis is in the pink and yellow car up ahead. Oh, should I do this? Come up side by side with Darrell Waltrip. Come to the line. Oh, no. Spinning to the inside. Oh my God, somehow avoiding everybody. And the yellow doesn't even come out. Oh my God. Oh no, the yellow does come out, thank God. All right, well that was too aggressive for the start. Wow. Luckily it did not. Yeah, that was bold. I was going for it. Luckily it did not hit anything, really. I just touched Darrell Waltrip there. Went for a heck of a spin. All right, so we'll come to the line. I think I'm going to pit for tires. It's probably a smart idea. I'm in last, so I was trying for it. It's okay. I lost positions, obviously, but other than that, I'm no worse off. You can't win in turn 1, but I have a feeling once the pack gets spread out, I will not be quick here, so. See you later, Carl. All right, so I'm going to come down to the pits. Ooh, everybody's slow on the back straightaway. Yes, I've got to stay behind Derek Cope. So I don't want him to put any fuel in the car, but we'll change the 4 tires. I don't think I have any damage. So it's just changing the tires. Pits are open now. And then we'll have to try to work our way up from the very back. Start should be easier being single file like that, but all right, crew, sorry about that. I finished my coffee. A little late to finishing coffee, almost 2 o'clock. So slow changing the tires and everything. I think Finger Hut was a retail store, but I can't remember. All right, just don't speed in the pit lane. So I've had better race starts for sure, but not the end of the world. I started last time I raced at Michigan and got up to 20th, so we'll see what I can do here. Catch up to the pack. We should probably get the one to go next time by. That was a crazy spin. I'm lucky I didn't get collected by other cars there. I'm not sure I have a favorite for the Rolex 24. I mean, always, I like the Indy guys, obviously, but interested. Make sure it's a good race. I hope they can just run a lot of it under green. I hate when there's so many yellow flags in that race. But I think the weather, actually I have no idea, but I'm imagining the weather's going to be good down there, so hopefully they don't have a ton of yellow flags like previous years. Alright, we'll snug up here to Derek Hope's finger hut car. I never really noticed the sponsor on it, it's funny. We got the one to go. So, take it a little more easy here, but I'm at the very back. It's going to be single file this time, so it won't be as crazy. It was aggressive. I was hoping Waltrip would give me a little more space and run high. But we got a little more work to do here. Get set for the green flag. All right, should come out any second now. Try to get a few laps underway here. All right, yellow flag. Wait for a green flag. I lost a bit of time there. Waiting for the flag more than making sure I was close, but we'll pull back in, come to the line. Whole field in front of me, so I can't really do worse than I am right now. 16 laps left, so see what we can do with that. Coming to turn one. Cars in front are gonna be a little bit all over the place. Just take it easy here. Work on the low side of Derek Cope there, past Kyle Petty. Whoa, everybody on the back straightaway. I got loose there. That was no doubt the spoiler change. But that'll help me fly past a pack of cars there. Coming to turn three, right on the edge. All right, full commit. Oh, already going to catch back up to Mr. Waltrip. So pretty much back to where I started. Coming to turn one. See, if I was a different man, I would have tried to get in there on the low side, but back out of it a little bit. Come out of turn two. Everybody's going to get checked up, I think, on the outside. Maybe not. Behind Bill Elliott. Can I get him on the low side? Oh, this is sketchy. Come down to turn three. Right on the apron. Behind Bobby Hamilton. All right. Getting past some of the slower cars there. So what are we up to now? Come across the line. I like the pit board in this. Comes up, so P31. So now we're back to where I started pretty much. A couple more positions. Oh, and I can see Purvis up there. That's who I'm trying to get ahead of in the championship for 15th. Oh, there, everybody gets stacked up coming out of two. Here we go. Take advantage of that. Oh, I'm making up so many positions. Slot in behind Smokin' Joe's here. There we go. All right, see if I can keep it on the low side. Coming into turn one. Oh. Don't touch. There we go. That was so close. It's not too bad. So I've passed quite a few cars, but things are going to start stringing out now, and we'll really see what kind of speed I have in this car. I do love how wide Michigan is. There's just a lot of space to race. So we're up to 21st. That's good. One more position and I'll equal what I did in the first race of the year here. There's a lot of coasting coming into the corners, just trying to spot where everybody's going to go. Bobby Labonte on the low side in front of me. Try to keep it behind him. Working on the 31 car here. Whoa, we'll go low, go high. Up behind Jeff Burton now. Oh, a little sketchy on the high side into turn 3. See if I can draft Ted Musgrave. So 11 laps to go, P19. This is looking pretty good. The car is definitely quicker than it was in the first race of the year here. Oh, nowhere to go. Got both the high and the low lanes taken up. Oh, everybody gets stacked up there again. Switch it to the low side, past Burton, past Musgrave. Yeah, this is coming together a lot nicer than the first time here this year. Take a look at tire temps. Everything's looking good too with the temps. It's a little warmer tires with the higher temperature of the race, so it's all working out. Take a low side on Kenny Wallace, and here's Jimmy Spencer. Sneaking behind Sterling Marlin now. This car is going to the front. This thing is very fast. It's a good idea removing that spoiler. I could even go down further with it, but this seems to be just enough in the draft to get good runs. It is sketchy though, but luckily everybody's playing nice so far. So 9 laps to go. Marlin's on the low side here. See if I can maybe keep the speed up around him on the high side. Just don't want to run too wide. Sliding up a little bit there. He'll get the position on me, having the line. Ooh, just tapped the wall ever so slightly there. That'll be okay. Got a good run down the back straightaway though, but nowhere to go. So it seems like I'm a little quicker down the back stretch. But it's definitely this mega draft. I don't know where to go. Coming into T1. Well, Schrader there in front of me. Please don't spin out again. Ugh. Had to get out of the throttle for a second onto the brakes. But making the pass on Schrader. Come to the low side of Marlin as well. It's Brett Bodine in front. Steve Grissom in front of him. Oh, getting a good exit out of turn 4. Just trying to straighten the wheel. Let it run. Right into the draft again. 7 laps to go up to P13. Coming to turn 1. Got the low side here. Under Grissom as well. Double pass. Oh, I think Bodine's going to follow me through there. All right, try to focus forward. Hopefully Bodine doesn't get a good run or anything. So this is, after that interesting move on the first lap, we're back and really making some progress here. Coming up to the leading cars now. You can see Mark Martin, Terry Labonte, Harry Gant. Gant's pretty far back too. That won't be good for him. Oh, Bodine's got a little bit of a run on me. 6 laps to go. Yeah, the car is very quick. I wonder if I could even go, in the future, go a little bit further down on the spoiler, but feels pretty good. Like mid-corner speed isn't even that much slower than everybody else, but it definitely have a little less grip. The car got a little loose on the first lap, but other than that, it feels good. Oh, I'm gonna push a bit. So, I've caught up to the leading pack. There's basically 2 packs here. 5 laps to go, P11. Certainly I can get a top 10. Come on. Just gotta pass one more car. Oh, Martin goes wide. I got that low line. Try to get back on the throttle as early as I can. Don't slide up into him. Side by side down the back straightaway though. Yeah, making the pass on Martin. Mark Martin. So up to 10th and pulling in on the pack ahead. This is a different Michigan than last time. All right, here we are. So 4 laps to go now. It would be great to pick up even a few more spots, but don't want to do anything too much to throw this away. Wow, if I had started up front, almost slid into Labani there, but now I got a good run on all these cars. I think there's a slow car on the inside up there. Maybe they're passing, I don't know. But yeah, got around Harry Gant as well. My God, could I be looking at a top 5 here? If I had started up front, I feel like I could have won this race. Yeah, this is the real redemption stream. 3 laps to go, P8, but that was Gant next to me, so P7 actually, if I can get around him here. Coming to turn 1, take that high line, sweep it on down low. Now catching up to Dale Earnhardt. That'll be P6, just a couple more spots to get a top 5. Where has this speed been the whole season? Well, it looks like Jeff Bodine is out front. Morgan Shepherd up there. All right, we'll come to the line. Just a couple more laps to go. Things are looking really good here, but these guys are not slow up front. I've got a good draft. If they get caught up at all, I'll get them. Oh, come into turn 3 a little high. See if I can try to keep the speed up. Just like holding on the accelerator there, grinding the front wheels, but there we go. So one more lap to go. I'm losing a little bit of time on the pack in front. White flag. Who's on the low side there? That must be Morgan Shepherd. Coming to turn 1, catching Dale Earnhardt. Ooh, not going to be able to get under him. We'll come onto the back straightaway. He might get held up a little bit behind Shepherd. Yeah, getting a run on Earnhardt then. Down to turn 3. Oh, we'll try to get Shepherd too. Oh, throwing it up underneath. Gonna slide out wide a bit. Try to get back on the throttle. Earnhardt's gonna get back around me too. I tried to get it, but just send it into turn 3. Wasn't enough, but good race overall. My God, much better than the first Michigan race. P7, can't be upset with that. I almost had P5. Oh, my God. Earnhardt would have liked that one, I think. Almost had him, but I think Jeff Bodine finally got his win, so that's going to be good for his championship. I almost had that slide job, but I took it a little too hot. If I had backed out slightly, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but if I had backed out slightly, I could have stuck that. But the crew, disappointed as ever, pushing the car back to the pits. Man, Michigan. Who knew? Who knew it could be good like that? So we'll see here. Jeff Bodine gets the win. 185 points for him from Ernie Irvan and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon got, you get 5 points for leading a lap, right? So he's tied there, 170 points with Ernie Irvan. Rusty Wallace, Morgan Shepherd, Dale Earnhardt, and Axel Richardson. And if I look way down, Jeff Purvis came in 26th, so that should be enough. We'll take a look at the championship points. Up to 15th, so I'm officially on the first page. If I scroll to the top, you can see me. So we're coming back. This was really much more the redemption stream than last time, but I'm 1,000 points out of the lead, which I hate to break it to everybody, but it's probably not going to happen. But it's still nice to see I'm gaining points. I think I could definitely gain at least a couple more spots with the races left if I keep performing like this. Maybe actually pass Rusty Wallace in the championship. This music's some, what's it called? Frank's Last Chase. It's not part of the game. It's just some random music that makes it better than hearing me breathe the whole time. Yeah, 999 points behind. Yeah, the DNFs definitely killed me early on, but, you know, rookie season, you're going to have those. It's going to be up and down. Getting back up to the top 15 is good. But Jeff Bodine finally gets his win, so he's in the lead ahead of Jeff Gordon and Harry Gant. They're slipping back. Now we only have 4 within the 100 points of each other, so championship's definitely developing here. So if you look further back, what do I have on Purvis? Plenty of points lead, as long as I don't finish bad again. So overall, championship is finally coming together. I'm finally not doing terribly. I mean, if I play everything right, I think I could get a top 10 in the championship, which would be great. It'd be because I was down in the 20s at one point too. But we'll take a look at the schedule. So coming up, Bristol. I know I'm quick there. I won the first race of the season there. Darlington will be difficult. Richmond, I was quick and just threw it all away, but I'm much more experienced now, and so hopefully that'll be better. And then Dover, that'll be difficult. So it's going to be a hard stretch. Bristol will be good, but Darlington, Richmond, Dover will be tough. Martinsville, I know I can win. That track's so easy in this sim. North Wilkesboro, we'll see if my experience will help there, because the first race was so bad, and I got taken out with Bill Elliott's wreck. We'll go to Charlotte for the fall race. Rockingham, Phoenix. Ooh, Phoenix. That'll be one new track towards the end of the season. And then Atlanta to round everything out. And Atlanta the first time through was not great either, but I'm a little more bullish on it now that Michigan went as well as it did, because it shows I can improve at the circuits. So I appreciate everybody watching this. Hopefully it was fun. I had a ton of fun doing it. And yeah, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 races to go. So if I counted that right. Chitaka said 9, but 6. Yeah, 10 races to go in the whole championship. So probably a couple more streams, and we'll round it out here for Axel Richardson's 1994 season and see how everything turns out. But good stuff for now. So I appreciate everybody watching. Hope the folks that enjoy sports car racing have fun watching the 24 this afternoon like myself. But yeah, see you all again later. I'll have hopefully some more videos up soon. So thanks for watching. See y'all.